All right, welcome back to YouTube. I'm gonna give you an update on day six of using the Claude build software to check, to basically trade options. And let's see where we're at. Let's go back to investing and Robinhood account. So when I started this morning, I had about $797.18 in my account, and by the middle of the day around the afternoon, I have about the $722.18, so there's a small dip, $70, $60 loss, by the afternoon, but after the afternoon, when the market closed, we're at $784, so basically no movement to my eye. So after the stock market closes, I fired up the software I built. It was telling me that I should hold both positions on SRE and O. And for SRE specifically, it was telling me still early. A small day one dip is just a bid ask spread, not a loss yet. Let the trade work. And for O, it was telling me on track, hold it, 14% away to the max profit. We just held for 5 days, well, until, and we have, 52 days until the stock, expires. But, the market wasn't moving much, on my trade options. But, I want to bring to your attention of the stocks, from the software. So beyond, just the options, and your budget and build your, uh, options trading portfolio. It also tells you the stock you should be buying right now. And one of the stocks stand out is OKE. And I did a little bit of research. Uh, it's basically a power company, an energy company. It was telling me that we should entry at the $88.73 when the market closed. That's a price, and the targeted price, in a short period of time was $94.76. So the software gives you all that stocks, and gives you the confidence levels. For this one particularly, it was giving me a really high confidence level. So that's one thing I want to point out. And also, this software does one thing. As you can see from the top of my software, it allows you, if you have Cloud API, okay, I want to say Cloud API is not the same thing as your cloud subscription. It's a different, API you have to request and you have to pay extra, based on your usage. And I currently didn't request that API, so I don't have a macro sentiment, on the stock. So once you have that, API being connected to the software, you'll be able to see the market sentiment across X, across different analysts on Yahoo Finance, and basically all the internet, the market sentiment towards a single stock. Um, I don't have that right now, and I'm not planning to use it. Like I said, this is just a 30-day challenge. Start with a humble portfolio of $600 and use the software, say where it's going to take us, and with the possibility everything could go zero. Because this is not a financial advice. I don't suggest you do what I do. I'm just playing with the money in a forgotten, Robinhood account. So I don't really care if I lose that $600 or not. But with that being said, not much movement on my trade options today, and I'm gonna still hold the position until the software tell me to do something different. Uh, and also, I want to say, please, I know my YouTube following space is really small, just a couple of, subscribers, but that's also a good chance for you. If you are the lucky, subscriber, if you like, comment, and, subscribe, you get a chance, a very high chance, if I don't have much followers, winning that the $100, gift card when the 30-day challenge finishes. So that's a good thing. If you subscribe, share the video with your friends, with your family, with your buddies, with you know your gals, if they're interested, to learn about this software. And like I said, the end of the 30 day, I'm gonna give away that $100. In addition, I'm also gonna give away the exact mathematics and the macroeconomic series, I used to build this software and the exact prompt. So uh, I'm gonna give you all that so you can build your own software. And I suggest, the best way to do it is, you go out, learn about the macro and the macroeconomic series and find the series you think that's gonna work. For example, there are theories about the every 4 years there's going to be a cycle, every 2 years there's going to be a small cycle in the market. So you can leverage those learnings and build them into Claude, and it's going to build you the software. But you have to be the one pick and choose the right theory and mathematics for you to be successful. Again, I'm not saying my software is successful. I'm just showing you the journey. So that be all for today's video, and enjoy.